I am going to call the order this Thursday, November 16th, 2023 meeting of the Springfield School Commission. Commissioners, Vincent Walsh, Mr. Marty, Mr. Present. And the minutes to discuss. So we'll go right to continued public hearings at 29 George Street. We here for 29.
We just recorded that exchange, right? Whoops. No, I don't have 29, you said?
Yeah, I do not have, I haven't figured out what the street is even here.
No, I don't really.
Oh, how about, I think this one.
There it is.
So no one for 29 George Street. Okay. I need to do that again if I don't come back. All right, 141 Forest Park Avenue. I know you're here. Come on up. This is from last week.
This is from last week.
There's a new one. No, this is continued. I have the, yeah.
You do. That's okay.
Yeah, that's great. That's for you. Name and address for the record.
Steve Rodzinski, 141 Chisholm Road, apartment 2 in Washington, Mass.
Okay.
Long drive.
Yeah, yes. And. Let me see.
This was the solar.
Right.
With the conduit.
Okay.
Where you could put it.
So
What have you, I just, we had, I'm not seeing it.
you have your plan, but I have one here if you want.
No, I have, plan, that's not what I'm looking for. Just looking for the permission, but you spoke last.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
No, 2 weeks.
We had permission then, so. It's gotta be on record already. I mean, you are allowed to speak to. So go ahead, tell us what do we do?
So we talked a couple of weeks ago about the conduit running in front of the house, so I went with the inspector. We can fix that. We can go inside the attic and pull it out. I don't know, I did a CAD so you guys can see, so it's underneath. And then the only thing I can't, we're gonna move the inverters to the side of the house. There's a bush there currently.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can remove it or cut it down because the inspector wants visibility on the inverter itself, like from the street.
What?
So cut it back a little.
The inspector wants visibility.
Well, so that, look, inverters have to be, per utility company, they have to be visible. Like you can't, because, you know, it's like equipment you got to flip on and off, can be behind bushes. So we're working on the only thing I can't do, or most likely can't do, is paint on the side of the house, the color of the house, because there's a fire code and, you know, most inspectors frown upon
Yeah, you can't paint the switch or the box.
Yeah, yeah,
But You
and-
can switch, you can paint if they're conduit, but you're gonna try to put that inside. is what you're telling me?
No, it's gonna be on the, here, I'll show you. So the difference between the one before is, so the utility meter is still outside in the front, that's been there. It's been-
Right, yeah, let's see it, right.
The inverters and all and the switch is gonna go to the side of the house, so that should be fine. It's, you know, not in the front anymore, and the conduit not running down the roof, it's going through and outside on the side of the house, so it's not visible. You know, I'll paint it if he allows me, but most of the time I check with
The
the guys.
boxes, I don't think they want. you to paint.
It's
Yeah,
just
Yeah, no switches, no, we're definitely not painting those.
What I'd asked for was the conduit.
Yeah,
It was kind of running down the side.
Yeah,
You can paint that, that's.
if I can't, listen, if I can, I will paint it. I just
Well,
don't wanna,
the
you know.
problem is, you can't do it in street, you gotta do what I actually do with the job. gets done.
I will tell you this, I will paint it, and if the inspect, every town, you know, they have a.
From previous experience, you would be the first solar installer in Springfield that
That
was
didn't-
told that they couldn't paint.
Then I will paint it for
So
you.
you would be the first one that's come before us.
Yeah.
Switch, they have.
Yeah,
the conduit.
no, just the kind of, yeah, I'll paint it. I mean, it doesn't, it's.
And the other thing about the bush, we've asked people to plant bushes in front of them so that they're not so obvious with the tree. So I would suggest that, I know they have to have a distance between hedges, they can't be growing all over them, there has to be space. if it's possible to not take the bush out,
Look, I can only do what the state allows me. If he allows me to do it, I will do whatever you want me to do.
it's,
I don't know if you can see the house from the street though, like, I don't know if you.
well, I have some nice pictures here.
So
We tried to look at it.
I can show
We
you.
couldn't really. Yeah, we could find it, we just.
It's a significant size bush, like, it's like really on the side of the house.
Seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen it.
And the problem is, it's like, if it's covering it, the utility company has to be, it's a disconnect, right? So on the side of the house. So in case of like a fire, or God forbid, or something, they need a disconnect on visible. I mean, it couldn't be, to be honest with you, it's in front, they would have to cut it back most likely anyway, because the meter. So you can see where the meter guy is right there.
You can see the.
The meter is there, but you know, it's still branches there and.
Go to the right, to the right. Right
Right
there.
there, yeah.
Yes, zoom in on it.
Yeah.
So we know that's gonna stay the same.
Yeah, the front's gonna stay the same.
Oh, I think these are not bushes, these are things that are
Pine tree.
overgrown.
Yeah, it's like a pine tree.
It's not like a shrub.
Yeah, it's not a shrub, yeah, so I don't know how much distance, again, how much distance I can go in the back of the house, because the way it's coming out.
I
but
think, you make that.
Right, but this diagram.
It has to be accessible,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, so if it's not, if it's accessible, it's fine, if it's not, then he's gonna give me problems with, you know, disconnect. But in terms of visible, I mean,
Just. So the diagram says you're gonna just put that just on the side, as opposed to having a bunch of boxes on the
Right.
front. I prefer that,
Yep.
even though it's gonna be visible there, be less visible there, which is what we're after.
and there's no longer a smart meter, so essentially this is just a net meter system, so they won't need another. Box up front, you know, with the other
The
meters.
two boxes.
Yeah, so they're just gonna have a straight up net meter, and the disconnect and combiner box will be on the side of it. They're small. It's
No,
good to
no,
micro.
I think that's the compromise that I'm okay with.
Mhm.
And I'll paint it, but if he said, you know,
Yeah, like I said, I see those, somebody painted those already.
yeah.
And we know the electric company doesn't want you painting the box itself,
Yeah,
but if you had run a conduit up over the stucco to the top, they don't care about that. If they ever have, they've never said it to us, never.
They-
Well, Commissioner Kroll is correct, they've never said ever that you can't paint.
the
conduit.
utility, so not so much, it's more like the inspectors, like if he's okay here in Springfield, never had a problem, I'll paint. I mean, the painting is not a problem, it's.
You know, it just makes it less.
I agree.
You understand why?
I
it's less
absolutely-
visible.
Absolutely,
So
I do a
next
lot of
time you
houses
come
on
to-
Nantucket,
if
it's the
you're
same
looking at- If you're
situation.
looking at the house, you'll understand what we're trying to get next time, and it'll go quick.
Again, no, absolutely, I wanna look, I wanna do what you guys wanna do, I just wanna get it done, it's small system, but. Just,
I mean, we know that,
believe me, driving. For these things is, you know, for me personally.
okay, anybody else have any questions about this? No, anything else you'd like to add? I'm gonna open the public commentary on 141 Forest Park Avenue. Anyone here would like to speak for or against this proposal for installation of solar panels? Seeing none, I'll close the public commentary. That's probably. I'd entertain a motion to accept the application for certificate of appropriateness 141 Forest Park Avenue to install a solar panel with the new plan presented tonight.
And find with painted match.
Painted match.
Second.
Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none. Yes, Commissioner Nardi? Yes. Commissioner Judith Kroll?
Yes.
Commissioner Walter Kroll?
Yes.
Okay, you want that?
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah. Thank
Anything
you.
you guys need from me?
No,
or-
if something changes, can't do it the way we just said. Yeah.
Absolutely, I talked to the inspector for a bit, so hopefully.
Good?
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Love
you.
Your project.
Thank you so much. You guys need the cat?
What's that?
Cat, you okay with the cat? The cat.
Yeah.
To keep
Desire.
the.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Thanks.
Put that, I have to put that right. Nobody snuck in for 29 George. Okay, let's go to new public hearings. 30 Harvard Street, several exterior renovations. Okay, replacement of all windows, replacement windows, we wooden, aluminum wrap windows, we matching grid pattern. Siding repair, broken material siding, with new kind of materials, soft fascia repair, materials and areas of soft fascia rotted material replacement, halfway to basement. Rear porch rebuild, repair, replacement of rear deck and stuff, structure, paint and seal or not incorporated pieces of accent. Front porch ceiling repair, replacement, ceiling board where necessary, paint and match. Porch flooring, remove damage, rotted flooring, paint and finish, replace, repair. Front door structure, repair front door, adjust the latch, insulate the proper, replacement of glass and door structure, downspout extensions, installation, downspout extension where necessary. Okay. Name and address for the record.
William Brock, I'm from the Office of Disaster Recovery and Compliance with the City of Springfield. We're at 325 Rosewell Street. I'm here speaking on behalf of Tabitha and Belinda Williams of 132 Harvard Street.
Okay.
So this is one of the city's Healthy Homes projects being funded through American Rescue Plan funding. Obviously, multiple rehabilitation items. One item that I know the commission has been sensitive to that I didn't see included in my specifications was including tongue and groove flooring on the porches. So obviously, we're willing to include that and redo the specifications to include tongue and groove for all of the porch structures.
Okay.
In regard to the windows will be J. Weldon or another approved window based on the commission's approved list. We are looking to replace with vinyl with aluminum wrap and match the existing grid patterns, assuming that the grid patterns now are the same as they were in the original historic.
Exterior grids.
Yep, exterior grid patterns. Not the,
And I just, one of the first things I turned to was that window, those windows right there.
those are gonna be tall.
Those are gonna be tough.
Those are custom windows.
Can those particular windows be refurbished?
I believe so. That is going to be something with those particular windows. I don't see a way to kind of replace those with a standard vinyl window. So I think we would look more to repair those windows to function correctly rather than replacement in that particular area.
So that would be really good.
Yeah.
In dark colored windows.
Yep.
Windows that we approve under the dark color. Okay, what else you got there? That's the gutters and downspouts we had. So on the siding repair and any wood is in kind materials.
Yep.
Hatchway, how about that?
That's what we get to that.
That may not be visible.
Yeah, I don't believe I usually include the hatchway because it's an exterior thing. I don't believe
rotted up.
Yeah, I don't believe it's visible from the street.
No, I see that, yeah. Were you planning on just rebuilding?
Usually we would rebuild and install a new hatchway.
Yeah.
I can't see it in the street based on where it is. So-
Yeah, it's in the back. It's hidden behind that little alcove.
And then repair decks and doors, that's the front porch ceiling, similar same material.
Yep, front porch ceiling would be wood replacement in kind material. Beadboard, I believe it's beadboard.
Now the front door, everything seems great, right along what we need to do. The front door, can you tell us about that?
Front door is going to be repaired. There's no replacement there. We're gonna repair the door to latch a new hardware, and repair the existing door.
Oh, okay. Whatever, downspout, bring out part. Whoever types up the application.
That was me, and I made the typo on the bottom part. Yep, I saw that.
The English teacher.
132 Harvard.
What are we looking at?
Just across.
Is it this one? Across the street?
Other side, turn around, yeah. I mean, they look, oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
They all kind of stuff like. That would be really nice. Now, on the porch, what are we doing here? Porch rebuild. So the underneath them, that'll all be done. original,
So
copy?
commissioners, I am seeing on the front door that that is not how I expected to be written up. I will completely redo that set of specs. We're looking to repair that front door, not replace it as identified in my specifications.
Okay.
So I'm sorry I didn't catch that prior.
That's okay, it says here. Oh, repair it, I'm gonna just take out and replace.
Yeah.
But just take out
The space, I'm gonna replace in the front end room, only a couple notes in the first part. I don't know, I'm not worried about the hatchway, whether it's one or the other. Go ahead, Commissioner. Yeah.
Exciting. So actually, and this is kind of an interesting one that I've done on, we did it on previous, it wasn't a historic property, but it was a property that had the same scalloped wood siding. We actually found a vinyl siding that was scalloped like that, that recreated the exact same aesthetic. That would be something that I would look at maybe replacing here if we couldn't find the wood, for instance. That would be something that I would come back.
So
with.
initially would.
Initially wood, if we can't find the wood, we'll look to come back and I'll bring in a sample of the vinyl siding that we used previously.
I'm not seeing anything here that everything's in order. The windows, just those the windows that we might not replace at this point, we will.
Yeah, the front windows, so those three windows, I will talk to the inspector, obviously, and get that rewritten just for those three windows to be
We
repaired.
can just.
I mean, just-
Those in this, so everything else can go.
And then, and as I said, I'm gonna be in front of you in 2 weeks as well, so I mean, if you wanted me to continuation and come back to you with those couple things, I'm fine with that as well.
You need to continue the whole thing.
Just that item. is-
Okay, so you want to be able to get going.
Yeah.
Any commissioners have any other questions? No. Okay, now, so let me just go to the public commentary again. I'd like to reopen the public commentary. Is anyone here who'd like to speak for or against this application for the appropriateness at 132 Harvard Street for the repairs as discussed in this meeting? Any for or against? Okay, I'll close the public commentary. Then I will entertain motion to accept the application for certificate of appropriateness at 132 Harvard Street to place windows with approved window with dark color and matching grid exterior grid pattern. Siding repaired here, like siding with any kind of materials, any repair of socket and fascia materials. Any kind of material, replacement of the hatchway. The porch needs to be rebuilt with deck structure with tongue and roof flooring. Front porch ceiling replacement. Paint to match. Remove replacement damage driving floor with tongue and groove. And to repair the front door structure. Adjust the latch, installation proper latch, replacement of glass and door structure. And this. No, I think so. Somebody so move that. Your second on that? Yes. Your second, is there any discussion on that motion? We didn't need any. Okay. We're good on that?
Yep. Good on my end.
All right, Commissioner Nardi. Yes. Commissioner Judith Crowell.
Yes.
Commissioner Walter Crowell. Yes. Commissioner Wall. Yes. Okay, well, you know how it works. So any kind of change.
Yep, I will bring it to your attention.
Okay.
Appreciate your time as always, commissioners.
Okay, I appreciate yours. Too. Okay. One 119 Chestnut Street. This is an application for certificate of appropriateness to furnish and install a new storefront, 1-inch clearance layer glass, round, too big. Front door will be right for the last door. Okay. We have pictures of this that we can put up. Well, no, but sometimes we have
The picture.
picture from the folder.
Yeah.
We have that. Okay, all right, tell us your name and address for the record.
Janetta Kelly, I reside at 122 Chestnut Street, apartment 603.
And now tell us exactly what you're
So my plan, I have 117 and 119 Chestnut Street. I plan on opening a multi-service beauty salon. It is actively a braid shop, located at the 119.
Yeah.
117 is, connected to it. And I was gonna open that into a full service salon.
Yeah, I meant actually, well, that is awesome that you're doing that. I'm just wondering the repairs you're actually gonna make.
Oh, okay, yes,
I hope you have a great. success.
Thank you. I was interested in getting the windows replaced for chrome, the chrome frame and clear glass.
Okay, now, do we have a current picture? That's an old picture.
Oh, you saw Street View?
Yeah, well, no, not, that I have, yeah, I guess yeah, grab that for now, if we don't have any other picture, if you send anything else in. This is not, okay, first, new storefront. New front will be 2x4 bronze, anodized thermal. 1 inch clearance of the glass front door. So how many windows are in each storefront that we replace? I mean, this is kind of a rendering, but it doesn't tell me how much of it would be what is here.
Yep, no, that's the side, so I'm coming along up to a little further more over, so right there. So we have we have 119, where the person in the blue coat is.
Yeah, leaning in the doorway,
Yep,
and you have the next two.
and I have the one not as far as where those white signs are.
Yeah, this whole thing.
Yep, right there and right there. Yep,
So this rendering is fairly accurate. then.
yep, so I think it's 3 and 3. Yes.
Okay. So, and on the top, you're gonna do what?
The top is where the sign is gonna go.
Right, it's gonna be this just has, the problem with the rendering.
Mhm.
I see what you're after, but this just has everything black up.
Okay, yeah, as of right now, it is just blank, because what that black part is showing is the white squares on top.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly, and the sign would be a different, if it's not on this act, it'd be a different application.
Okay,
Yeah.
But this is for how to, do you wanna redo all this?
yes,
And can we just go down this, do it, Commissioner Duda, what would you like to see?
I was just gonna say, the corner store was just here.
I was gonna say, we just had one.
We just paid, the corner store was just here.
Yeah, Brandy and then Lamore is gonna be.
And the more is gonna be up there. And I just had a question, where it says owner, so who's that?
Owner of the property?
Yeah, Z.
Oh, come on,
Zishan,
come on, give your name and address.
My name is Sean Eddy. I live south.
You were just here, right?
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I
for
was
the
there,
store.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
this is gonna be mimicking the other stores?
That's right.
Like be the same as.
Still look like.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what happened.
Yeah.
That whole line is gonna look.
yeah,
Oh,
Thanks.
yeah, uniform.
Yeah, perfect.
Excellent.
Okay,
That's all.
that's what I wanted to know.
It's exactly same.
Okay, that's good.
That
Is
is
there
right.
anything else you wanna tell us? All right. In the work of. On this. In the storefront feature. The base will be covered with aluminum. Or stainless steel, meaning the lower panel. Are we planning aluminum? A stainless steel would be a bright metal.
No, it's going to be money the same on the top and then the bottom. Yeah. It's exactly the
Okay.
same.
So. All those storefronts will then look.
symmetrical, yeah.
So they got these stainless steel panel.
No, it's not right.
It'll be aluminum.
If you need, I can show you.
No, it's okay.
No, it's not.
He's offering things, so there's not gonna be. Good. All right, I'm okay, let me open this up to public commentary. I'd like to open this up to public comment, application for certificate of appropriateness, 171 on Chestnut Street, for the finish and install new storefronts. Anyone here would like to speak for or against this? Go ahead and name and address for the record, please.
Yes, Elizabeth Johnson, I live at 31 Mattoon Street, and I'm here on behalf of the Mattoon Street Association. I just have questions in terms of, it seems like we're I know there's efforts, to sort of improve that whole, stuff. But is this, is there now gonna be a gap between these two storefronts and then Lamore, or is it, or are we, or is that an additional entry at a different additional point?
Not really a question, a question.
Yeah, I know, we can't really question them on this, you can, but I think she's not actually questioning,
Yeah.
she's questioning.
You can make a public comment about what your, this at this case.
Right, but at this point, I think.
But
she's just
that's
looking for
critical to,
clarification.
if we're getting something that's,
It's the same number of doors,
what,
it's the same number of entrances that are there. Not
Okay.
adding.
There's nothing changing.
If that's the only clarification I can give you, because that's relative to what's here.
okay,
They're
And-
not adding an entrance, right?
No,
No.
everything that I'm.
Redoing
it's
exactly
changing
the same.
the windows,
Correct,
okay,
yeah.
So that's my,
okay.
Yeah.
Which is comparable to what there is now.
Yeah, correct.
Different materials.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
And since what's there now is not any more totally appropriate.
No.
We
No.
just that, so. Just for the record, for or against, are you okay, are you for or against this application?
since the, you know, I'd like to just say, pass on that.
Okay, anybody else for or against?
We haven't been, the neighborhood actually hasn't been approached about it, so.
All right, well, hearing no others, I'm gonna close public commentary. I'd entertain a motion to accept the application for the certificate of appropriateness, 117-119 Chestnut Street. To commission install new storefront, insulated glass, ground and tubing, front door will be 36 by 8 glass door. And that's, and you're right, and it's described and noted in the meeting. Second, and, any discussion? Hearing none. Commissioner Judith Kroll,
Yes.
Commissioner Walter Kroll. Yes. Commissioner Walsh, yes, Commissioner Narn.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
you.
Yeah, good luck with it.
Good luck with both, the outside and the
Yeah.
inside.
Just remember, if
Yeah.
you change anything that's different than this, you gotta come
Gotta
up
come
with recognition, but you can sign it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And by the way, I'm Wilson, so I will email you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Wilson. Nice to meet you.
Okay, next, so nobody snuck in for 29 George Street. right? Let me deal with this for a minute.
Are they doing windows?
I do a lot of stuff.
After you present for us.
29 George Street. This is April 9/22. But we gotta vote on this tonight. They don't show up. We gotta vote on that. Okay, vote it away. Okay, next is 73 Chestnut Street. This application for certificate of appropriateness, replacement of routed sections of the report. Okay, your name and address for the record, please.
David Jandro, 100 Crooked Ledge Road, Southampton.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, tell us what, I'm looking, but explain what you're gonna do.
Just repairing some damaged parts of the porch, reflooring the entire front porch, all kind of roof. And then we're just replacing the railings and a couple columns that have been rotted, which will look exactly the same.
Okay.
What's there?
Oh, is that it right there?
Yep.
So what's the extent of the entire porch you're gonna go back over again? or just-
Well, so the entire decking is gonna get refinished.
Okay.
The front stairs there are gonna get redone, and then all of the railing.
Okay. All the kind, all the same material, we're changing materials on the rail.
Yeah, we're going to,
Are you mimicking the shape of the?
I mean, that's the handrail. If you get a close up of that, which I have, if you want it. It looks very similar to that.
And that's, is that gonna be able to be, is this gonna be able to be matched in color?
Yeah, we're gonna paint, can't paint till the spring now, but we'll paint. Everything's gonna be the same color, the flooring and the railings, everything in the same color.
Do you have any questions for the petitioner?
The application has justification for certificate of hardship, but it's
Yeah.
just appropriateness. Can I look at the application?
Oh, this down here, I think they just made notes, and I don't think they.
Yeah, I didn't put it on that outside.
Yeah, I think they just put it down the bottom, or moving replacing one step, with no more than different places. Yeah, there's no hardship, this is almost on the non-applicability.
Yeah.
Very close, other than a minor change in material. Not applicable.
So we're gonna keep everything the same size, or
Yeah.
should we go by building code?
You can, no, in a historic district, you can, the buildings don't have to be higher.
Okay.
And in a situation, situations that you can end where if the owner wants to make it the same height. We have a historic railing and then a black pipe above it, to take up the extra 6 inches.
Okay.
But you should be able to do this, if you can, in this sort of district.
Yeah.
To the height of the original.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, any other questions for the petitioner? Okay, let me open this up for public commentary. Is there anybody here who'd like to speak for or against this application for certificate of appropriate 70 Chestnut Street to repair the front porch?
Three of the items are Elizabeth Johnson, 31 Twin Street, and also the president of the Armored Quadrangle Civic Association, and we, yes.
Thank you very much. Anybody else for or against? Seeing none, I'll close the public commentary and entertain a motion to accept the application for certificate of appropriate 70 Chestnut Street. Make the repairs. So,
Second.
hearing discussion on the motion. Okay, Commissioner Walsh, yes, Commissioner Knight,
Yeah.
Commissioner Judith Kroll,
Yes.
Commissioner Walker Kroll.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Something I-
Thank you for bringing.
Yeah,
Here,
absolutely.
it does something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the next is 12-20 Mattoon Street. 12-20 Mattoon Street. There you go. 180 St. James Avenue. Not up, name and address for the record.
Coleman, 180 St. James Ave.
You've been before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The,
They're ready to-
the,
Okay, this is an application for certificate of hardship to replace all the windows. Okay. Tell us what you do.
I want to replace the windows, but I want to put this white window on because the other windows are just too expensive.
Okay. Well. There's window.
Some of them, no, next one's on it.
This is the house, this would be your grandfather's house, they had a fire, and you were here, and we approved. We approved everything as it was, and you left the windows on, and now you're coming back.
You
we
approved,
approved a different window.
You approved a different window, which talking to the maker, to Home Depot, they were saying that window wasn't a quality window. They got an order in for that window and the window just, paint was terrible, it just wasn't a good window.
Yeah, we're not likely to approve just a stock white vinyl window because we never have. What other options did you research? any
I did,
other-
yeah, I don't have it in the budget to buy the other black windows. I think, my price for the ones that you got on black is like 15,000, and the ones that you already have approved are even more money than, so.
Or repairing some of the windows that you have.
And you do it, yeah, you can do it.
Go ahead.
You do the project, you can do the front and do what you have money for now, and then you can replace. Start them.
Windows are not. You don't. Just read through what the. This is. Yeah, this is just a straight, go ahead and get in the bottom. Um. I have two applications, but look at why it's ruined for you. Any commissioners have questions?
You able to look at the approved list that we have?
Yeah, I did that.
And try and screen any of those?
Yeah, we
Any
did.
of those?
We did, it is out of our budget.
The windows we have, none of them are salvageable. And we looked at, have we had a site visit here? Which mind if we have? Because a lot of, we've had many successful, doesn't mean some windows don't get replaced, but many successful
The
business
windows,
where.
some of the windows that's there, they're white windows.
Yeah.
So if I replace, some of the white windows are good windows, so I go out and replace. Put
The
black
good
ones.
windows, yeah, you don't wanna be.
Yeah.
Do you have, do we have pictures of some of that? Were some of these already replaced? Were some of these replaced with those, right?
Yep,
Yeah, they were.
if you go up, if you go back up,
Back up, mostly. So you can turn those, what we're trying to see is some of the, if there's some pictures of some of the existing windows. Remember, right, we had like a mix, right?
Yeah,
Some
we
that,
had some that were
some that
done.
were done and some were original.
Yeah.
3 or 4 looks like the
Yeah.
original stuff. Go around, because there were some in the back,
it was on the right side.
right? I
There's
think there were some on the side. That looks like an original.
No, I think there's
We're
some,
trying to see the windows, Wilson,
that
so,
window right there on the,
like this one over here.
yeah,
upper right,
the upper right window, yeah.
second floor looks like.
I can't
part of the
tell.
fire. That was
You can't
original.
tell.
Third floor.
I mean, from there, I can't really see.
It's
The
a white
the
vinyl
third
window.
floor window is white. So you already have some vinyl windows in
Right.
there.
Mhm.
And in a technical sense, the ones that have vinyl windows now,
Good stay.
he can stay, right, can stay. But I would ask you to consider. Well, the circumstances aren't tough back there. To at least consider trying to keep what's mostly visible in your house, historic. It's actually better, it's not a negative to have a house, it's more of a negative to just, and I'm gonna say, clean, bright white vinyl windows in the house. Yeah, it's.
Negative in what sense?
In preserving the historic integrity of property, the way it looks in the neighborhood. If more people do it, I know that you have suggested that there's houses that didn't come in front of us. You know, because you've been here, you probably heard me give my speeding on the highway speech. Where you're the one who gets caught and you say that where everybody else is speeding too, it doesn't mean you don't get a ticket. That's kind of what happens here. People don't come in front of us. I can't go chase somebody around. I don't chase them around. We appreciate that you came, but the goal is to maintain as much of the historic look of the house and the neighborhood. When you're in a historic district, it's a historic district for a reason. And the goal is to preserve the historic characteristics of the history. That's what the goal is. It's not to, I mean, if everybody just did whatever they wanted to the exterior house, that's still good, because would not being even. That's why I would like to suggest we have a site visit. Now, this is slowing down a couple. I'd like to see the condition of the windows that are there. It's gone to somewhere they found that just to repair the existing windows in good storms, it's not as bad as it sounds, but it maintains the appearance of the house. Now, from a technical point of view, wherever you have vinyl window, you can put one in. In fact, you don't even have to tell us that it's vinyl. Because that is just what's there is there. And I know you didn't put it in. But I'd like you to consider first, allow us to have a site visit. Only a couple is You only have two, but you can't have more than two. And just to see if we can come up with any other ideas before we consider a hardship. And spending a lot of money is a hardship for most everybody. The house is expensive. But just, so if you, what are times are good money available in any given week, or if you have Thanksgiving coming up, right, we have to, that we might be able to stop by and visit with the family. Go ahead, Commissioner Paul, what's your question?
If he already has renovations, why wouldn't we consider that shit? To match it?
Well, because I can't tell from these pictures. how
You
many
can't tell if
vinyl-
that's a white vinyl window.
No, I can't tell that every window in the house is on one vinyl.
So
No,
you can see
everyone-
some are,
everyone-
some are
some
original,
are,
some
everyone
are.
isn't.
clearly-
So I'm asking why wouldn't you consider it to match? I'm just asking.
Well, see. In that picture right there, I can suggest, okay, no, that's a white vinyl window, But I-
On the side.
but I can't tell that they all are. That's why I want to have a site visit. Because at the very least, if, you know, we found that, maintain that, like, the historic characteristics on the front of the house, even though, you know, like, you wanted to go all the other. Then the hardship could be to complete the house. It maintain some of the integrity for you as a neighborhood. And then, I just don't have enough information to, I don't think I have enough information to vote on it, but I also don't want to vote no. So that's why I want to suggest a site visit, because a site visit sometimes tells us that it's really a hardship, and, you know, we should help you to get your job done, and other times we find a little in between ground, or in some one or two cases, we found where they really, the windows were fantastic, and they shouldn't be changed.
For the week of the 27th, Monday, Thursday, Friday.
Monday, Thursday.
Monday the 27th, Thursday the 30th, and Friday the 1st.
You'd be available sometime during the day. Okay. Anybody else getting here consider a site visit? Okay.
May,
Okay. You said 29th,
27th.
27th, 29th, and 30th?
27th, 30th, and the 1st.
Oh, and the first. Okay. 30th is, see, I got something scheduled there, huh? It's something I wouldn't interfere, what time of day?
I'm free on Monday all day, and
No, I mean on the 30th, what time are you?
I'm free up until 4.
Okay, what could be, what you like?
11.
11?
Yeah.
It's okay with me. Is that okay with you all here? Okay, so we'll put that in as a site visit, and just, you know, just to give us enough information to be able to make this, you know, make a decision on this. So it's a very.
What
11 a.m.
what I'm seeing here, this sign to the window. From the window, only available in white or tan.
So you can't get a different color. Okay, anyway, I entertain a motion. Now, we can hear the door application today as well. So something about that, but I'm gonna continue this one to the minute meeting. I entertain a motion to continue the application for a certificate of hardship, 180 St. James, replace the windows to the December 7th, is that what I'm saying? December 7th meeting? Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none. Commissioner Walsh. Yes, Commissioner Nardi. Yes, Commissioner Judith Cole.
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh.
Yes.
To continue. Well, did you say 7?
We can hear the door on the 7th as well.
No, let's see the door, let's look at it right now, you're sitting. We're sitting here. This is. Change the front door. Okay, it's here. You don't have a picture of the door? No, I mean the door you're putting in.
No, not an actual picture.
But let's continue. That would- it would seem critical like that, because there are doors that will look at what you have.
Yeah, that's the door right there, that's the image.
Back to the- So are you gonna have side lights?
Yeah, one side like.
Well, I'm gonna, just for the sake of looking at the front of the lot, I think we should continue to go, but that's. So if that's take a motion to continue the application to the ownership, 180 St. James and change the front door of the December 12th meeting. So
At that point, can I bring them more things to the December 7th meeting?
no, you can't. You
No.
can, if you do another application, let's say you have to do that application like in. Do we have enough time? What's the date to get a December 7th one? Yeah, you probably could have put an application it tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a public notice thing, the public meetings, the public has to do it. You have to give them enough notice to attend the meeting. Anyway, made to continue any discussion on it. Commissioner Nardi? Yes. Commissioner Walter, Judy Thorpe? Yes. Commissioner Walter Thorpe? Yes. Commissioner Washington, yes, so we continue both to that day, and we'll see you at 11 on the 3rd. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, now 80 Cornell Street. This application for certificate of hardship. To build a garage next to already existing shed to store vehicles. Did you bring this stuff before?
The garage, no, I missed that meeting.
Oh, I didn't. Okay. Your name and address for the record, please?
You ever let me read it on that?
That's all what's familiar about.
You guys approved the shed.
We did the shingles. Right?
We approved the shed.
You guys approved the shed a while back, and now we're trying to build a garage next to it. That's probably why it looks familiar.
Um, That's your property right there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you go to the right a little bit, or flip to the right? Maybe one more. All right, is it? Do you have a back access to your property?
No, behind it is just like a little river, and then there's the railroad. So
Okay.
there's no houses in there.
I'm just wondering why it doesn't look like there's a driveway to go back to where.
No, there is. So that driveway curves.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's slope. Yeah, it curves to the-
Okay.
yeah, to the left.
So it goes around. And do you have like a plot plan here where how it's gonna sit up there?
I can put with the bird's eye too.
Yeah. If you could, ready?
Oh, okay. Great quality of this. Thank you, see.
All right, so what's? That's barely visible from the street.
Exactly.
Um,
I wouldn't even know where would it go?
Yeah, that's what I'm right.
Um,
Some of that's pictured, they're not there any longer?
no, yeah, so you see that in between the tree where you see the,
Where it says.
if you want me to stand, I can show you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Just try not to touch the screen, the touch screen, and it will move the computer.
Okay, so the driveway goes like this, and then somewhere around here is the building. And then the shed
Yeah,
that's
the
now, and then the garage will be next to it, so it's sort of like where this rubber thing is.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's in that street, you have to see that.
No,
No, but it's another one where
If
somebody's
you-
gotta drive by.
If you're driving, yeah, if you're driving, you'll see it.
You can see.
You'll see the shed if you're driving this way, but I don't think you'll be able to see the garage.
Right, so this shed is just
Yeah,
from the street looking at, that's what it looks like right there.
yes.
And you're having this to the left one. Have any problem with this?
I'm unclear on the view from the street.
Yeah.
Because some part of this can be seen,
Should we?
and this is actually gonna be bigger, so We're not talking like the shed's small, you're gonna build something, what's the height on the roof?
It should be there,
27.
It's not as high as a shed.
It's like the flat thing next to the shed.
the height, all the heights should be on there, so.
Like 4.
I mean, it is a two-car garage, it's not a small.
If you
And-
look
and
right past the left corner of your
Yeah,
house.
so that's gonna have a fence, that's gonna be
How
a
far
fence.
would it be over? How far?
How far over would the garage be on this side of the house?
How much of it would you see from that view we're looking at?
You will see probably half of it, yes.
Oh,
But again,
you're gonna see, yeah, there's gonna be visibility in the street. You're not gonna see the whole thing, you're gonna see part of it.
yeah, but we wanna put a fence there that I had a petition, like I put another application, but he said it's beyond the foundation, so it's fine, you wouldn't have to come before you guys.
That's-
So on this side, there's gonna be a fence. That's, so that way you guys won't see. it.
Anybody-
Because I vaguely remember approving this.
Yep.
Only because of the minimal visibility.
That's right.
Right, I think I drove by. I need to say it, but I'd like to drive by again and just kind of reevaluate on the other side of this. Sure. You don't find it's delaying.
I mean, it'd be nice if we can move forward, but
Yeah.
I mean, again, you'll have a fence on this side.
Are there any, yeah, well, the fence can't, the fence is, because that can come or go, that's, doesn't take care of the visibility to the street. Because it's not, technically not a permanent structure, but, Attorney Shuchek, we just gonna
No, I
enjoy.
was gonna say exactly what you said, it's not permanent.
Okay, that's good. So I saw you look up, so I know you were listening.
Yeah, always
Uh,
listening.
And, you know, I'm not sure what. You really don't have it like a finish. It must be done.
No, what is the?
But wait,
That is the-
public commentary.
This is the shed, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, letter. Yeah, I didn't realize. I gotta enter this into the record. Let me enter it to the record now. This is from, it's not clear who it is. Jennifer Rao, I just, it's not signed in the book. Dear Alvin Alvin, Historic Commission hereby submit this public comment on for no application and it's hearing agenda. Garage application, the application is proposed to be a modern carport design to be drawn in line with our historic carport standards and the visibility of the tree that used for the right line of the house. Perhaps we went over our expectations and we provide the guidelines so we can future our revise the application accordingly. And also just the applicant that the neighborhood consisting historic carriage houses and carports. It's historically known by French term. Translated. The English is carriage door. As inspiration there too, historic. Fourth acre shape, and in our neighborhood located across the street. 29 or so road. We're also historic carport located in various other historic locations in the city. Big 22 Maple in Forest Park. I note that I'm not asking you to do anything that like a homeowners historic, you're not also obligated to do it. We haven't completed the construction of storage the shed in that backyard. Mission of the spring. Also, where the mother neighbor built this sort of construction garage every year with both trees. The neighbor at the gave me traffic plan for large forces like garage for another neighbor in the neighborhood. Be happy to refer the applicant to the resources this experience and historically informed garage. That's the end of the asked all the applicants with permission tonight, the applicant has agreed to store home with us from wonderful tiered living, take ground porch, and then there's some of the finest historic interior living in the middle of the top of the city. See real estate pictures of the wall on storing materials and exterior porch purchase. Urge you to carefully consider all potential additions, repairs, and changes to the home. Inside and out to ensure that they reflect the importance and elegance of the landmark historic home. For repair application, very glad to hear. Fortunately. Yeah, photos of home, that's general. Uh, Have you considered, are there any other things that you looked at, like you noticed, or I don't see like a completed rendering in the spring or what the front.
It doesn't look like a carriage house, it looks like more of a modern design. They're made of stuff like.
Yeah, so it's gonna mimic the same material that the shed had on the back, so it's gonna be basically exactly the same as the shed.
You know, look at that.
Right.
Which we will.
Correct. So we're gonna use the same exact siding, same windows. You know. We want the new building to mimic what's already there on the back.
What was, before you built that shed, was there anything there?
No, no, there was just some foundation for an old structure,
This structure right here?
you know.
Yeah.
So you're putting a two-car garage and then putting a carport in front of the restaurant.
That's right.
It's the carport part that planning behind it. Well, let's do one thing with the planning. If we could, I just want to, not necessarily say this is what we walk around the property, but I want really want to try to make any decision on it. And then did you consider any particular historic look to it? Anything that might make it look as opposed to
Like they're saying in the letter.
Yeah, I mean, we've considered that, if you look at the plans, we're trying to do a budget friendly build.
Yeah.
As opposed to if we were gonna do something, like just.
Well, I know you can't build a carriage house because it costs to build a carriage house like some of it consistently be hundreds of thousands.
Right, so, and I'm gonna build it, I own Pro Builders, which is this company, and we're gonna do everything in house.
But you could come with features that have scallops, right, or shades.
So like.
You could mimic the style, you don't have to build it like a carriage house was built, but you could take the style a little more like a house.
And if you don't mind, I would like to continue this till we get a drive-by or site visit with you there.
If it's not gonna be visible though,
Well, that's what we gotta determine the visibility from the street. If it's visible from a street, then we require some historic features. If it's not at all, then you can build whatever you want, as long as it's not seen. That's why I asked, because there's one property recently, we paid something that they had like a back driveway. It's in that neighborhood. Can't remember what, you have a back driveway, you couldn't see it from a public
Well,
way.
I think that's why you couldn't see any of it, right?
Right, I think the term, this is the one we couldn't see.
Right, we couldn't
But
see.
we had this right, we see
It's
it.
gonna be a much, right, so we just wanna make sure that you still can't see it.
And it might be a minimal change too, just to have some feature that mimic. So, is it one door or two?
2-door.
In that the renderings aren't as, I wish they were more complete, like finished, exactly what they're gonna look like from the street. But the carport part, here, this is a two-car garage and then you're gonna room park. I really wanna drive by and check the visibility, and if you wanna meet there, you can, if not, I'll just drive by and look. Maybe you wanna meet me so we can actually look and see what the whole thing's gonna be. And then also I do wanna look around and see if there's any features you could mimic at a minimal cost, which bring something, potential this. Look to the building, sometimes it's not that different. You just look.
We, so our plan is also, it's actually another, application that we put in for solar for this property. So our train of thought is to build this garage that's big enough to actually
Hold the solution.
put, so we don't have to put it, because my house, the front of my house is actually facing south. So if we don't do that, then we'll have to probably put panels more towards the front of the house. So we don't, I'd rather not do that and put it in the back of the property where nobody can see them. But the solar application didn't make it to today, is for the amendments.
No, I, that's a, we just.
That's like carport, you know, the carport and make it solid.
Just, all I think is, if we do something that have some historic feature, either, shapes or scallops or something like that. But I just wanna see the visibility as well. Sometimes we see it and, oh, okay, like we did with the shed. Cause I was one of the ones that went out and checked the visibility of the shed, and I could see it, where it's going. This is different, because you said you're gonna see half of it right there.
Yeah, I mean, if you really stand there and look, that's why I want to put the fence.
But I can't go by the picture.
Yeah.
I wanna go look at it. If that's okay, we can continue to the next meeting.
Okay.
And we can arrange a time for you to be there if you want, if you don't mind. You didn't mind, if you do live there.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so we could just walk around. Don't have to leave your house, you just have to walk in. Or I could meet you, or one of us could meet you.
Yeah.
So just hang on, let me just do this motion and then we'll figure out a time. Anyway, entertain a motion to continue the application for hardship at 84 Mill Street to build a garage. So. Second, is there any discussion on that motion? Can take the vote, Commissioner Jericho,
Yes.
Commissioner Walker,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh, Commissioner Hardy. Yes. Okay, continue to go 7. And what's probably no convenient time, but what's the more convenient time you might be able to meet us there?
when?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. What days are better for you or what times? Are better?
Yeah, I mean, as long as we can put it on a schedule, we can.
About the day you already.
I was gonna say, about that. Yeah, see what we can do for the, be there at 11 for the 30th at, like 10. Okay.
The 30th at 10 AM.
That works fine. See that? All right, just to get a better idea of what we're dealing with.
Maybe by then the fence will be done and you guys can evaluate that. So.
I hate to slow you down, but thank you for that.
okay.
Continue.
Thank
And we'll move to that.
So you guys come and then but still have to come back for the 7th.
Yeah, it's seven. And then you have your other application on the 7th anyway.
I own other 2 historic houses too that I also want to put solar on those. So those are all gonna be on the same day.
Okay, well, we're gonna have fun that day. You heard from talking about the other solar that, you want minimal visibility on that as well, so hopefully your solar
Yeah.
people will,
Yeah.
some of them do, some come in and they know exactly what
So
we're
one of
at.
them is gonna be in the garage only, in the back of the house, but the back of the house has a side street too, so.
Yeah, well, minimally visible with that, and some are, some of the guys just look there, they just wanna throw it there. It's always better than him, if you take them in. But I think you got that, you're trying here, so this is good. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you on the 30th at 10. We'll see you again here on the 7th, and hopefully we can resolve all this stuff. Great. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we have left. Better review, we have to vote on tonight, George, who are you here for?
Berkeley.
For which one?
Right, Berkeley Street, replacement windows. Windows, I don't know, environmental reviews.
I got more of my truck than all I brought up.
Yeah, okay, oh, I see down here, I'm looking under. Environmental review. This is an environmental review, so 10 Berkeley Street, huh? Oh, they can clear them up.
Okay, then for that. We have a long day.
Yeah, well, you can sit for a long time. Listen to me.
Let's leave it on the table over here.
Just leave right here for now, if you want. Yeah, you gotta just look at me. If you guys could each, give your name and address for the record.
My name is Ethel Griffin. I live at 46 South Tallahassee Drive.
Okay.
My name is Suzanne LaRock. I am here on behalf of Eugene Rice at 10 Berkeley Street.
Bill Butler, 172 Mount Vernon Road, Chickadee.
Excellent. Okay, now, this is just environmental review. We're just wondering why, this is where you get out of the answer. Why it's environmental review instead of something else.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it from the funding?
Must be. Probably, yeah. Tell us about the project. What's happening.
We were here 2 weeks ago, trying to get approval for windows to replace on Berkeley. And we didn't have enough information, so we wanted to, yeah, you do, yeah.
And the funding is
From
from.
the sea black.
Exactly, the black, yeah.
Wanted to show us that, to show us the, double on something.
So
Yeah.
this down here is not part of the window, that's my stand.
Okay, well, just drop it right up here on the table. Put it right up there for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that's a stand. Okay, that's low. We like that.
Nice little sill. So I brought these, this is simulated divided light. Right, you know, when it applied on the outside, and then that's contour bridge between the glass. This particular one, the only black one I could get my hands on in time, had
Yeah.
the flat grids in it, so.
Yeah, okay, but it'll be on the
It'll be
outside.
on the-
Yep, whatever you guys want.
No,
But there's no-
be careful saying that around here.
Yeah, hold on now. Hold on. We're paying for it. Because there's no grids there now. Can you,
Then you don't need.
okay, can you pull the picture up that was the original? You had it last time, but I couldn't
All right.
find
It's
it.
another house that I have pictures of it.
Of the original.
No.
No, they have like the original old photo and I couldn't find it anywhere.
There's another house I'll be back at.
Yeah.
for a couple weeks that I need.
I went on to Macros and I
Oh,
couldn't
here's
find it on
Berkeley.
there. Yeah.
Why is it in there? Here. They were here, right? Yes, they were here. Okay.
Is this it?
Sorry. I didn't-
Uh,
It's just like the.
I think that might
That
be
is-
it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have, can you just
Yeah,
blow
there's
it up a
no-
little
Is
bit?
there a way to?
Zoom in
It's
a
just-
tad.
It just looks like a one over.
Yeah, I don't think there are
Yeah,
grids
bring it
there.
back. No, I'm not seeing any.
Yeah.
That saves you the aggravation.
Grids, black window.
Yeah, there's no grids.
Yeah.
I mean, one over ones, if you know that, see, sometimes in the third floor, you'll see some X over ones and stuff. And we try to recreate them, but there's no grids there that I can see, so. One over ones is good, save you a couple dollars anyways, and black. And sitting low, it's fairly thin on the side. Where did you say the wood, you were telling me where the finished wood would be on this, right?
You won't see any of this.
Right, that's it.
You only see this right here.
Be all right. We're trying to.
That's one with a smaller. No grids or anything are even available on it. It's a good window, but very little options, you know.
Subject to review purpose grant. So this is a grant. We're just, all we're doing is issuing the environmental. Saying that
No negative impact.
No negative impact.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have enough information. You guys have enough information? So
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying-
like-
no, I'm fine. I'm just saying that because, he's in a wheelchair and, he couldn't be here and so forth.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. I think you came guns a little bit.
Came ready.
Yes, go ahead.
I have another person that I started talking to in the historic house in Springfield. Once this window's approved, can I use it, or do we have to come back every time?
You have to come back
Every time.
every
Yeah.
time anyways.
These guys are so much fun, everything.
Yeah.
Just like.
But if it's on the
They
approved
just like
list,
to see us.
well, if it's on the approved list, we know it's on the approved list, we do still check. Ways being, if it's gonna change, if people approve window, but that you're changing like the window opening and things like that, still might not be approved, even though that style would.
Gotcha.
We still gotta know about the framing and the. this, one of the important things is that how low that sits and, you get, you get 3 inches of vinyl before the.
Yeah, that was.
Anyway, right now, I would entertain a motion to indicate that there's no negative impact if these windows. Yes, you can, before they come in screens.
Yes.
They're black on the screens.
No, with my colored windows, it's a flex screen, you see no frame. You ever see the flex screens? I'll bring one next time for you. I'll show you how they come up in there, they're beautiful. And there's only like 3 people in the area that repair them, I know of.
Nice.
If we weren't able to replace all of the windows and we could only afford to replace some of them, will that be an issue? Okay. Okay.
Oh, here's the issue. You still have to come back and tell us when you do the rest.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that you're using the same windows.
Sure.
Still.
You say, okay,
Okay, gotcha.
but right now, I have a motion on the table, there's no negative impact, is there a second? Second. Is there any discussion on that motion? All right, I forget what I left. Commissioner Walker.
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh, yes, Commissioner Nardi?
Nardi, Commissioner Nardi, we're going to.
Yes. Commissioner. Goodall.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's gonna be time.
Third time's a charm. Well, I knew once I got him involved, we'd be all
Okay,
right.
that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here's something for,
How can I find that photo, that original photo that you
Springfield
have?
Preservation Trust has it in their website.
It is, okay. I looked, I
You can
could
go to
not
the
find it.
website, or you can go right there, see Springfield
Yeah, I'm gonna take, a
Preservation
picture. I'm gonna take.
right there.
Springfield Preservation. There you go.
No, we would not recommend Microsoft.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I think I put that on.
I got it.
You didn't put it on the 10 grand.
No, I put one here that was, had nothing filled in on it.
Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too. You too. Okay, we have that form over here, that's what we have to do. 29 George. 1220.
Paid off.
That's 1220. Okay, that's one is came in on the 24th. So we can continue this. So I'd entertain a motion to continue notification for certificate of hardship 12/1/10. To the September 7th. Don't know. Okay. Any discussion on the motion? Okay. Commissioner Walton. Yeah. Bruce.
Yes.
So, that says. And last, the 29 George, which is an application. Not applicable.
What were they talking about?
Not applicability, required damage to front porch in front of the house, repair house, contain active front porch in front of the building side, repair motion. They just didn't tell us how it's gonna be finished. So. I mean, everybody comes back, we are. Without time on.
Timeout. They have a TV timeout. That's working.
Well, that's what we can't even have these. Well, that was for Thanksgiving. She said ancient.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's like 50 years ago.
So they had a dry cleaning.
We were laughing about, we were flipping through cheese. I was just going to things in Sanford's son.
Yes.
And my wife and I got laughing because her name's Elizabeth, so for 45 years I've been saying, You wouldn't do that, that was, I thought it was a funny show, am I wrong?
It's still
I
funny.
think that was.
All that 70s stuff.
It's still.
Is
But.
It's still so funny together.
Wow.
But no, you can't talk.
I'm sorry, but not that, sorry, you can't talk to me, I'm sorry, the show keeps funny.
It's still funny to me.
There were a few of those, just.
You ever seen this movie? Cold Turkey with Dick Van Dyke. And Bob Newhart and Gene Stapleton.
Oh, that's okay.
Paul Harvey was in it. So the movie was.
Should we pause our?
So you know,
While we're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
a minor announcement, just for a second.
Endgame.
Okay, we're back in session. So we have an
Yes.
application.
I'm on.
George Street, which will time out if we don't do anything. And my suggestion is, even though we're looking for non-ability, my suggestion is that we make a motion to not accept the application. And then they can come back and bunch of us. So somebody would like to make that motion, please do. So, any second on that? Second. And then there's a motion to not accept the application. The motion is to not accept the application for a certificate of non-ability. Okay, no, I gotta continue. This is still under, it is, but I think like here, like doing the public, and the only one here, sorry. Is there speak for or against this application? Period. 29 Jordan Street. And our motion, we've already into motion, so I can't go there anyway, but go ahead.
No, I don't have anything to say about it.
I'll close the public commentary. Now back to the motion, which is to
Oh,
not approve the application. But not applicable.
Well, I'm sorry, could you tell me the address again?
29 George Street.
Okay, fine, thanks.
Thank you. Any discussion on the motion? Would motion be approved with the hopes that it does not prevail? No, that doesn't have to be a positive motion. But no, the not prevail is a, you're. I'm just, the motion is, here you go, that's what we used to do. I know. What's the name of the master? Bob. But it's supposed to be. It's not a thing it's supposed to be, but you're not supposed to give your opinion when you make the motion. It's not supposed to be your opinion. No. So the motion, I just said, I suggest we make a motion to, they're not here. It's just deny the application. And,
But the motion is.
if.
We not approve, which would mean we would have to vote.
Just
the
hit the third
affirmative to
curve.
not approve.
Yes. Thank God.
Just making it a little more confusing for some of the simple things, but I get it.
Come around sometimes to do that. Are we okay with that, or should I?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I just wanted to.
Any further discussion on it? Hearing none. Commissioner Walsh is yes. Commissioner Nardi.
Yes.
Commissioner Judith. Kroll.
Yes.
And Commissioner Walsh.
Yes.
So that application is. And I. Okay, now, public speak out, Harry, you talk to us today, or are you good?
I would just like to,
Why don't you come on up and sit with us?
all right.
Hey, 5 minutes. Look that far away, see you way out there. Yeah. Right there. Just give your name for the record.
My name is Harry Seymour. I live at 68 Washington Road here in Springfield, and I have a couple of questions. One is 10 Berkeley Street, I thought had a satellite dish on the front of it. And I don't know where you are on that, allowing satellite dishes.
And I'm never, one's never come, putting one on has never come in front of me in 12 years almost I've been here.
Yeah, no, what about when you see one like that? No?
Well, they take it off, and that's a change. Well, not taking it off would be okay. Here, I've said many times that I don't drive around to police and historic districts. If that got put on there, I wouldn't know if it got approved. And I'm not gonna.
I think his question is, you know, are we supposed to ask if there's a there's a ditch, is that your question?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna ask anybody else.
Well, because if you order direct TV, if you.
We
you know,
have
they
just
just put it-
guidelines right in that book.
Yeah, nobody really checks to see. what the-
So I have someone with the Forest Park Civic Association who says to me that they thought it was against the Historic Commission guidelines to have a dish that is visible. That you can have it somewhere else.
Always minimal visibility. Let's see what this says about satellite dishes. Please see satellite dish guide.
See also dish.
Right.
You look at
Good
all
day, good day, see satellite.
If that happens, we'll be doing it at a different time. It's a hard shape dish. It might be in that other. Prince.
While you're looking,
Yes.
is your name is Wilson?
Yes,
Is Wilson your last name?
it's my first
Your first name, Wilson. And so are you taking Alvin's place or?
just for this. Yeah.
We are still actively trying to hire a new person, from what I hear. I haven't heard any updates in 2 weeks. They've had a few interviews.
How are you doing on new commissioners?
Well, we have one.
Who has yet to show up?
Who has yet to show up. I believe he got sworn in.
He got smarter.
But so he should be sitting here, but I'm not sure where he is. In that,
I heard he was an alternate. And I think, Al, you're an alternate.
No.
right?
no, nobody here is He was, they helped him to.
Oh, okay, okay,
To, they gave him a new title. He's-
all right, yeah, I think so, I think it's on the website as an alternate. There you go.
Alternately altered.
You're not you're the PVPC. Well, I've read the guidelines for,
You gotta have it there, it's not in here.
I've read the guidelines for satellite dish when I became commissioner plus years ago. But I've just seen satellite dish, I'm not seeing it.
All right,
Well, just give me a second here. We'll look through it. Not really. But it doesn't have to
it's
be.
been a long day for you.
You don't know.
Yeah,
Pretty much. I just had somebody call me because you're perfect. That's why I was for the last second. Springfield traffic was great. Absolutely. Commission. Replace. There we go. Take the closer. Satellite dish guidelines.
I got it right here.
I'm sorry, I just found it too.
Satellite dishes are permissible as long as they are in active use. All dish no longer in use must be taken down. Permission for the satellite dishes granted property owned property is sold by change dish must be taken down. Okay, well, that's, we probably solved that problem.
yeah,
Non-visible installation, a non-visible installation involving addition is not visible to any public way. So that's, we know that if you can't see it, it's okay. Minimally visible, the dish cannot be installed in a way that is not visible to the public way, that a suitable location for the dish would be location minimally visible to the public. Since the Springfield Commission puts the most emphasis on preserving the view of the front facade of the structure, no installation on the front facade is considered suitable. Wasn't that on the front porch?
it was.
Every building is unique, so it's not possible to develop exact guidelines. Rear roof of the building, so that fits over the top roof at the same desired angle. These are examples, but it says it does not imply that these will automatically be accepted. Rear side top floor of the building, side of the door, so the door blocks much of the public visibility, attached to the chimney, so the chimney blocks most of the public visibility. So then there's moderately visible installation, significantly visible installation. just go to that, just so you know how broad these are, is not considered a hardship of not having a satellite dish or overcome significant visible installation. So if they can't overcome that, it's not a hardship. So people would argue that now with people's use of the internet, that it would potentially be a hardship, if they couldn't have. The internet. So. On a pole of property between the foundation station and the public way. That should be, these should be avoided on a tree, on the side of the first story of the building. In the front of on the side of the front facade of the building, on a windowsill, on the porch roof, porch railing, or column, all those types of things. That kind of sums it up. What's the address again, you said? It's Berkeley?
10 Berkeley.
It all depends on whether or not it's being used. It all depends on whether it's being used and whether it was approved in the first place.
Yeah.
Yes. So, you know, we just send an email out. Maybe we should find it. I don't know that we're not computer. Not really, you know, you can't go, maybe you can, I don't know, you can do it right now. But,
Yeah.
guideline says you can have one, doesn't sound like that fitted ever.
But it also sounds like the same thing like with solar. You're trying, you want to try to get people to move it if it's possible, away from the front of it.
I mean, if that was an active use, I would argue that they probably could force them to move it.
Yeah.
Because the person's been there for
Yeah.
how long. But so many you see are not using it. And sometimes you see three in one house.
Yeah.
Well, I know that doesn't answer your question, but at least we got a little,
It gives me enough that I can
little
talk to
education.
this person. All right, very good. Thank you so much.
Anything else?
You know, I always just want to be complimentary and say, you guys do just such a wonderful job. You really do. I mean, people come in here and they're anxious and they're angry and all sorts of things. And by the time they leave here, they're preservation advocates.
Well, I do intend that.
Yes, you
I
do.
do that. Again, part of what I wanted, but I don't want,
I see it.
you know, I want to treat somebody the way I want to be treated when I can, and seldom treated that. I don't know if that's my
All right.
fault, but anyway, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Let's go home.
Yeah, the motion adjourned. So, second, all in favor?